All right, let's talk about something we all think about, getting older, but maybe not in the way you expect. We're going to dive into this incredible piece of writing that maps out a journey from a really startling realization all the way to this deep sense of inner peace. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So, it all kicks off with a truth that's so simple, yet so powerful. We all know it, right? Up here in our heads. But when does it really hit you? Deep down in your bones. The source text says that when you truly get it, really internalize that your time here is limited, it's not some depressing end. No, it's actually the complete opposite. It's the real beginning.
And this first stage, it's described as a sudden awakening. It's this powerful moment of clarity that just shifts your entire perspective on, well, everything.
And that moment of clarity, that awakening, it inspires you to act. All those things you said you'd do someday, all those maybes and one days, suddenly they feel urgent, like right now urgent. You stop putting your own life on the back burner. And we're not talking about just, some wild, reckless bucket list. The focus here is on those deep down, authentic desires, the things you've always wanted to do but never quite got around to. It's about finally giving yourself permission to chase those dreams. And sometimes you end up surprising even yourself. Okay, so after that initial burst of doing things out in the world, the journey takes a turn. It goes inward. This next phase is all about finally, truly knowing yourself. And this isn't that harsh, critical voice we all had when we were younger, right? This is a totally different kind of self-knowledge. It's built on tolerance, on comfort, on just being honest with yourself. It's about accepting the whole package, the good, the bad, the strengths, the flaws, and feeling, well, comfortable in your own skin. Something that really only comes with time. This right here, this is the big shift. Think about all the energy we spend trying to change other people, trying to bend the world to our will. It's exhausting. And then you realize the whole time, the person you were really trying to change, the only one you could change, was yourself. So what's the payoff for all this tough inner work, for all this self-reflection? It's something pretty incredible. A deep, profound sense of tranquility. A kind of peace that doesn't get shaken up by what's happening on the outside. Just think about that phrase for a second. A heart as calm as still water. It's beautiful, isn't it? After all the storms and the chaos of life, you arrive at this place of quiet, deep stillness. That's the goal. And you know what? When you find that inner calm, it completely changes how you see everything and everyone else. Which brings us to our next big idea, seen in shades of gray. Yeah, all those simple, absolute boxes we used to put things in, good, bad, right, wrong, success, failure, they all start to blur. They soften. You start seeing the messy, beautiful complexity in everything, especially in other people. This comparison just nails it. When you're younger, things can seem so black and white. But with a more mature view, you realize there's this whole spectrum of color in between. You start to understand that most of life, and frankly most of us, live in those shades of gray. So, this brings us to the peak of the journey. You take that awareness of life's limits, you add in that deep self-knowledge, and you mix it with this new, nuanced way of seeing the world, and it all comes together to create something vast. And this is a really key point. We need to redefine what aging even means here. It's not about birthdays. The text says this true aging, this journey to wisdom, it starts when you just get tired. Tired of the constant striving, the judging, the running in circles. That weariness, it isn't an end. It's actually the door to a whole new way of being. And in this final stage, you stop fighting it. You stop rejecting parts of your own story. The joy, the pain, the wins, the losses, it's all just part of the flow. Instead of trying to swim upstream all the time, you finally learn to just go with the current. And get this. The source calls these things essential flavors. Think about that. Loneliness, sadness, pain, failure. They aren't mistakes you need to fix or tragedies you should have avoided. They're seasonings. They're the necessary ingredients that give life its depth, its richness. You learn to treat them well because you realize they're a core part of what makes your life your life. And that leads us to this beautiful, powerful metaphor. Your heart becomes like the great sea. It's so big, so deep, it can hold everything. 1,000 years of grievances, 1,000 moments of joy.
It can contain it all without being overwhelmed. There's just room for everything.
So, okay, we've gone through this whole journey. The awakening, the self-discovery, the acceptance. What's the final treasure at the end of it all? Well, it's something that's actually kind of surprising and, at the same time, beautifully simple. And here it is, the great paradox of it all. By truly embracing the process of getting older, you can actually arrive at a state of mind that's forever young. Your body changes, of course, but your spirit, your mind, that can be the one thing that stays vibrant and full of wonder. It becomes the one unchanging piece of scenery in your life. So, I guess that's the big takeaway, right? The journey isn't about fighting off wrinkles or pretending you're 25 forever. It's about embracing the wisdom that comes with time to build that incredible inner landscape. And that leaves us with a question to really think about. What unchanging scenery are you cultivating in your life?